What's up everybody, it's Old Man Winter 8 for Sun and Ski Sports, and in this video we're going to find out if the Capita DOA is a wise buy for you. So the DOA, or Defenders of Awesome, is one of the best-selling boards in Capita's lineup, and it's honestly probably one of the best-selling boards in the entire industry. It is a twin-tip shape, so nose and tail are exactly the same. If you cut this thing in half, you'd have two identical pieces. And the bend on this thing is a camber to flat to rocker. So all the power of the camber in between your board, when we get to that rocker right before the kick, that's giving you a little bit more of that catch-free feel. And then that flat area that's between the rocker and the camber is giving you a little bit more stability when you're on boxes and rails, when you're spinning around on it. And then when you step down on it, it actually is helping the board lift up even more, giving you a little bit more catch-free floaty feel. But more importantly, when you're initiating turns from edge to edge, it helps make for a very, very smooth ride and not something that wants to jump on edge uncontrollably quick. It does have a medium flex overall, so very, very versatile to fit a wide range of riders. And inside we have their P2 super light core, and then around that is their hybrid carbon holy sheet biaxial fiberglass. So it does have two layers of biaxial fiberglass, but the cool thing about this is on top, the carbon strips that are going from tip to tail, they're not laid on top of the fiberglass. They're actually woven into the fiberglass. And why this is important is they're actually making the carbon and the fiberglass one piece. So it is making for a little bit lighter and thinner construction, also making for a more durable construction. And then most importantly, that carbon is working with the fiberglass. It's not working against it. And then by taking those two strips and laying them up along the length of the board, it's not affecting the board torsionally. You are still getting a little bit of liveliness from edge to edge, but it's not super quick. It's very, very controlled. But we're adding a ton of spring and a ton of pop and a lot of stability along the length of the board. If you land a little bit heavy on the front, a little bit heavy on the back, that carbon is really going to want to set you down and get you to a centered stance position. As we move around towards the bottom of the board, we have their Sintruded Quantum Drive base. So it still is a durable base and it has a lot of the properties of a sintered base, but also if you're not somebody that waxes your board a lot, it does tend to stay a little bit faster when you don't wax it. Although, keep this thing waxed and you're going to have ultimate speed. But is the Capita DOA a wise buy for you? Well, it's definitely for those intermediate to advanced riders who are looking for a one board quiver. They literally want one board that can ride from park to powder and absolutely everywhere in between. With that biaxial fiberglass and then that hybrid carbon woven right into it, you are getting kind of the ultimate option where you're getting a little bit smoother, easier feel when you need it to have that feel, but that carbon is, again, giving you that stability, giving you that pop, and most importantly, when you do start to ride a little bit faster, you're carving on it, it's actually pushing back a little bit more, so it feels a little bit more like a stiffer board when you want it to feel like a stiffer board. This truly is one of the most versatile boards in the industry, and it is why it's one of Capita's best-selling boards of all time. And I always tell people, if you're looking at Capita boards and you don't know which one to get, just go with the Defenders of Awesome because you're not going to hate it. But if you got any questions about anything we talked about in the video, definitely leave some comments down below. Also make sure to like and subscribe to the Sun and Ski YouTube channel, and make sure to head on into your local Sun and Ski so you can check out the DOA. Or if you don't have one nearby, no big deal. You can always check it out at sunandski.com.